All right, howdy. So we are off to go look at another Range Rover. And I'm not going to take a Range Rover to go look at a Range Rover. Everybody saw what happened with that one after I took a decently long trip on it. So we're gonna take the Volvo. All right, a little backstory to, I guess, the Rover that we're looking at today. It's a 95 short wheelbase Softdash, Beluga Black. The owner's had it for a while. It's kind of his daily driver. He's if you're involved, look at that guy. If you're involved in the Virginia Rovers Association or Rove, or any Rover involved event or history in Virginia, you might know this guy. But yeah, I met him about a year ago when he bought a Rover 3500 sedan off of us. We stayed in touch a little bit back and forth. That was actually his original sedan, and we happen to have it at the shop. That's a long story for a different video, but he gave me a call the other day and said he's potentially interested in selling the 95. I'm not sure exactly what type of condition it's in. I've seen it before. It's definitely a daily, you know. It's probably needs paint and cosmetics and whatnot, but more importantly, I'm pretty sure it's rust free. And if there was any rust in the floorboards, I believe he's patched it. So that's more importantly what I'm going to go try to figure out today. Depending on what the price is and whatnot, it looks like we'll probably end up picking it up. So, you know, there could be some horse trading in there, but again, anytime someone offers up or gives us a chance to look at a 95 Softdash, I'm gonna probably take them up on it. So we'll see where today goes and see if we're driving home in a brand new Rover. All right, well, we're almost here to look at the first Rover, but of course, after speaking to the owner, there might be some other Rovers on this farm as well, or with his buddy. So hopefully we'll be looking at more than one today. Kind of like always, you know, you don't just have one Rover, so we'll see what the tally ends up being today.
Married it with a transmission, a V8, to go on a chassis he had for a Defender.
Right.
In the middle of the car. And it's got a brand new chassis under it. It's hey, here's the picture you want.
Oh yeah. A guy we know just imported a 110 from South Africa with the original.
You notice this engine is dead center?
Opposed from
all
off center a little bit.
Well, the transmission transfer case.
Oh, right, yeah.
But I finagled it where it doesn't have to have that. I did aluminize the radiator on this one, but I used the wrong radiator.
All right, talking to the owner here, but just trying to get some pictures, get an idea what we're looking at. But here it is. Again, like I said, it needs paint and other things, but it's very complete. I'll probably get some more shots as time goes on here. But like I said, we're in the right place. Nice D1, wonder if it's a manual. A little Rover 100, that's gonna be for sale. And this is sweet, the series truck, non-military, swapped a 3.5 into it. So that ought to be all right. Oh, wow. For you, several, I think about 4 or 5 years, the battery was dead and all that stuff. When IA gets it, if it doesn't start, they just say it's stationary. Right.
I replaced this, the radiator,
right.
Alternator, coil, damn it.
I feel like every Rover we bought came with an alternator in the back. I've got like 3 of them sitting at the shop. But I've never had to replace one.
I found something that's interesting. It bolts onto the back of the 3-wire ones.
Right.
And changes it into a 1-wire. It does that too. I don't know why.
What?
When you open the door
And hit the horn? That's because it's a 95.
And it was on Nantucket.
Of course it
It had been
was.
up
They all
there
end up there.
for 10 years. So the chassis was toast.
Right.
It was like Swiss cheese. But I bought it and I got it to our 35th anniversary. There's the Rover 3500S. And that's the SD1.
It's bad that I kind of want one of these now.
It's okay.
Because you can import them.
Ferrari designed it.
Yeah.
You look at a Ferrari Daytona next to this, and there's some Ferrari Daytonas that put the round headlights with plexiglass on them.
Yeah.
And that's the Honda one.
Yeah.
That's got this, both of them are fastbacks. That's a pretty car, a real pretty car. But, well, my two are over at this guy's place. He might sell them to you.
Yeah. Any of them manuals?
Both of them are manual.
Of course. All right.
Yeah, this one's an Acura drivetrain.
No, there's what I
there it
did with
is.
that 3500 on Midlothian.
There's snow on that. That's a good
there's
picture.
snow.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
That is wild. I put that on a lot of my Christmas cards. I had a damn picture in here of that 89 before when I bought it.
Because mine is a local Richmond car.
Okay. Well, there's my P3.
Right. There's all
A bunch of them in a row.
the
right
90s
there.
glory back
My-
when the
call it my
inspection
three
sticker
queens.
was on the windshield. That's how you can kind of date
All
things.
three of these were running, and I took them. I had 3500S tag on that. That was any tag. I had 827 SLI is the model of the car.
Right.
And I got that license plate for it.
Yeah.
My wife was driving that when I was driving. There you go. That's what I want you to see. Here's a Rochester carburetor.
Oh, yeah.
It's so goddamn simple.
Yeah, not much to
Yeah.
them.
And this looks more factory than what was in it, of course. But here's the heater system I built. Looks in it, and it works fantastically with it. And I use the heater controls off of a P4, which I'm also using in my Land Rover. And the reason this one has,
What's this up? A sunroof or a rollback?
well, got a 4 suicide doors and sunroof.
Yeah. Interesting.
And it's kind of trick. The frame I had to build to put in it.
That bungee strap structural.
And then there's one just like it goes underneath down here. The predecessor prior war had the frame under here, and it had a full-length frame.
Yeah.
But after the war, of course, they had to spare that metal, so they went to unitize from there back. And this is what happened. That's out.
Big wheels.
Yeah.
Those 17s.
Yeah, they're 17s
Yeah.
in theirs.
It's funny, Al.
And it's funny, I got a set of rims here somewhere. 49 Oldsmobile
Uh-huh.
had 17-inch rims, but with a wide tire and the same bolt pattern and the same little clips to hold those hubcaps on.
Well, you don't need to
That's
roll.
all here.
You don't need to roll the fenders out, so you're good for clearance.
Oh, I've got them in there. They're in.
All right. The deal is done. Did manage to get the original wheels too, because these don't look that great. Obviously, throwing some goodies, got a whole bushing kit and door cards for the 95 as well. In pretty good condition, pretty good wood and everything. So yeah, like I said before, original 5 spokes and then another set of original 5 spokes as well. All right, well, the inevitable happened and I have a 135,000 mile, 3.9, 95 Softdash Rover. Pretty excited about it. Gonna probably have to run down the things we have to do to it. Like I said, this was a daily driver. maintained by a Rover guy. So that has its upsides and its downsides. You know, there's certain things that have been neglected and certain things that are in really good condition. Obviously, it's going to need a little bit of interior work, but the tachometer works, all the gauges work. I've got no brake warning lights. It drives fine. You know, it's a little bit soft as far as the steering is concerned, but other than that, it's very decent for a Virginia truck. Very minimal rust, clean frame. I'm definitely excited about it. And yeah, we'll check it out a little bit more in depth once we get back to the shop. But we got about 45-ish miles of open road to go, and I'm expecting to make it back. So thanks for following along. We'll pick this up down the road. So make sure you subscribe and follow along to see what happens with this one and all the other Rovers. I don't think there's anyone on the internet bringing you this much Rover content, and you know, it'd be cool to see the numbers move up a little bit. I'm already hit 300 subscribers in about 3 months. Probably mostly on Rover stuff, but if you want to see other things, we'll continue doing race cars and other builds. So follow along. Thanks, guys. All right, mid-trip update. We are rolling. It's a land speed record for a classic, but runs way better on the highway than the back roads. Body bushings feel a little bit tired, so taking it easy? Question mark? Nah, we're just gonna send it. Hope it works out. Just really need two hands on the wheels with the bouncing around this thing's doing, but I think she'll make it. Ooh, trip update. The AC works. Holy crap. That's a first. That is cold. Not too bad. Almost back, but another 3 or 4 miles. Had some death wobble, you know, solid axle trucks, death wobble. So something to look into. I've been in this scenario before. I was able to keep it on the road, but you know, not unexpected for a truck like this. And I also just realized this is the first Rover rescue we've been able to drive the truck back. So there's always a first, guys, for everything. All right, that's enough Rovers for one day. I'm about tired of it all. Made it back. Truck's in one piece. Didn't overheat. Ran smooth. Gotta work out the kinks a little bit. Gonna have to do some more diag on the 88. Gotta bring the 89 in for new brake lines. Hopefully not a rotor and fluid. So yeah, I guess that ties it all together. So I'm gonna wash that thing down and pull the extra parts and pieces out of it and clean it up a little bit and see what's under there, you know. But yeah, thanks for following along, and we're gonna stay at it.